Morning and welcome back to another video. It has been a while since I've filmed a video, or put one on here anyway, not through like a try-in. I have filmed a couple of videos, but they've turned out to be blanks and stuff, so nobody wants to watch a video of a blank, do they? So as you can see, I'm just about to leave work, head straight up to Hillside, and yeah, it's going to be a hot one. I'm already sweaty and sticky, I'm sun creamed up, so we'll see how the fishing goes. Yeah, it's going to be hot, so who knows, but we can only try, can't we? So I'll see you up at the lake. So welcome back up to Pads Lake, another video. Sorry I've not uploaded for a while, not through like a try-in though. I have been fishing, I've either been fishing and not filmed and I've caught, or I've been fishing, filmed the video and then not caught. So if you're seeing this, then chances are I've caught something. So yeah, where are we? Back up at Pads on peg 5, favourite peg. I wasn't going to come up to Hillside, to be fair. I was going to try somewhere different, but I just got put off. And I was going to go somewhere else, but that was sort of, it's had a kids sort of fishing competition on, so it's been hammered really. So yeah, so back up here I am. Peg 5, middle of the lake-ish. It's absolutely roasting, and the chances are, well, I know where the fish are actually. A lot of the fish will head to peg 1, which is the shallows. There's somebody in there. There's somebody on peg 10. So yeah, I got 5 because it's a good in between. They drift back down out the shallows in the evening. So yeah, I've got a good intersection point, plus the far side shallow, and there's shallow margins, and there's a bay to my left here which you'll have either already seen or I will show you in a minute. But I know where the fish are. There's fish everywhere. There are loads of fish in the bay to the left, and the bailiff's just been on and he's walked round the far side. He has to check it for rigs snagged on the fence and stuff now and again, and he's just filmed it for me, and it is absolutely stacked with them all along that back wall, just cruising in the sun. It is red hot. So yeah, whether they're up for feeding or not, I don't know. So because he's just shown me that, I've just rejigged my rigs a little bit. I've put out a single pop-up, krill pop-up. I've gone for a pink one. I normally do match the hatch on it, and it normally does well, but I've had to match the hatch on in that area for a while with a loose scatter in a bait. So I've gone for a pink pop-up krill instead, because I think they're probably not going to be feeding a lot in this, so I just want to catch their eye and see if one will put its head down to feed. And then I've also chucked my zig closer to the back wall, because they are all just, they're about a rod length or two off the wall, just under the surface. So that's where I've positioned my zig, because it was a bit closer in than that. And my left rod is still in the margins at the minute, but I might set that up with free lining and go try in this bay, see if I can stalk one out of there. There is a little hole in the edge that I've been baiting up. So yeah, I might put one on there or try free lining one. So yeah, absolutely roasting. We'll see how it goes. Nice to sit out in and nice to be fishing in. Just not ideal fishing conditions, but we'll see. Good old fingers crossed. Right, that's all the rods out. So I've got the right hand rod on the far side, right on that wall, because there's a shallow shelf there, about 3 foot deep. That's on a single wafter with a catapult of boilers around it. Match the hatch on the hook. Got a adjustable zig out 2 foot below the surface, just sort of out in the middle-ish somewhere, 3/4 of the way across. And then to my left, I've got this bay. Now the fish do like to get in here, but as you can see, it is absolutely rammed with weed, and there is a fish currently in about centre of shot in the weed. There was another one in it. Oh, there is. It's there. Look, in the opening just there. Don't know if you can see it or not. Tricky in this light, in that hole. There's one sat there. The last time I fished up here, a fella was on this peg and he caught one right here. However, the weed has since gone mad, so my left rod, where the weed, you can see the weed just going off there, my left rod is just on the bottom of that weed on the hard ground. So any fish cruising along this weed front, along the front of the pegs, should hopefully intercept that. If you can see the weed there. Quite clear this lake, so the weed in the shallows just come up a bit. I'm trying to adjust this lens, but I don't know if you can see that, it's too bright for me to see. So yeah, so I've just snuck into the back. So my peg's there, Pippi's there, look. So I've just crept through the bushes to see the back of this bay to my left. And it is stacked, very weedy, but stacked with carp. See one there, and two. There's actually three there, there's one right up against the reeds. And those two right in this corner here. Oh, they've drifted out now, there's a little hole in the weed. Centre of shot now. There were two in there before as well. Well, that's a nice carp in there, there's one moving just there. It met centre of shot now. Some nice fish in here. We have got baits, there's a fella fishing on 6 and 7 over there. We've both got baits on the front of this bay, and I have baited up the hole that I mentioned earlier where a fella caught a couple. It's not actually weeded over, I couldn't see it because of the reeds. So I have been baiting that with a few chops, not a lot. There's a fish there, look, he's back out. Centre of shot. So yeah, there's carp about. Sunbathing I think more than anything. But I've got until tomorrow night to catch one. I'll be happy with one. Here we have it, first fish of the trip. I have actually lost one, to be fair. I don't think I've been on since I lost one. A free line went out the margins and I'd lost it, it came off. So I've just had this, not big by any means, £9. £9 mirror, put up one hell of a fight though. On a zig, adjustable zig. Black and yellow, little pop-ups, two of them merged together, cut in half and joined together. 2 inches under the surface, because these fish are just cruising around out there. So yeah, bonny fish. Getting back and up for some more. Lovely. Lovely. Alright then, happy days, just put that fish back. Yeah. Adjustable zig, 2 inch under surface on a yellow and black. I've got some of these mainline super sweet zigger. Put it in front of my face so you can see it in all colours. I've just put 2 of them. They're only small, but I've just chopped one in half. Chopped a yellow and a black one in half, and then used one of them. It's the first time I've caught on yellow and black actually, but it's such a, you know, it does so well everywhere else. It's just because I've not used it that much, I don't catch, I guess. So yeah, first fish on it. £9, not big by any stretch of the imagination, but it put a really good fight. So happy, yeah, happy. First one in the bag. I think there'll be more to come. Right, I have just put out another adjustable zig because they are absolutely tons of them under the surface. So out there, it's just absolutely stacked with them under the surface. So I've just put out another zig, 2 inches under the surface. So hopefully, I can entice another. Have a quick look in this margin. I've just had a look in this bay around here. You want to see it? It's absolutely rammed. Rammed with carp, but they are just sunbathing. I've got a rig down in that bonhole down there in the weed. See if you can see it there. In that hole. Have a look over. Right, what can you see here? Carp. There's one in that hole there. If you can see, just every little gap or hole. There was a carp in that hole there, centre shot. There's one there, and there's one at the back. There's absolutely tons. Oh yeah, there he is. He's just popped up again. Stacked up with him in there. So I've got this one down here, hoping that as some of them travel out for the evening, pick one of them up. Because when I was stood here watching the spot, 2 carp came through from the left here, straight under this and straight out there. So yeah, I'm hoping they'll have a feed on that as they come through. There's a few scatterings of oilers in there, but yeah, it's just full of them. Well, good evening, just thought I'd jump on for a little update. Lost another one, so yeah, had one, lost two. On second adjustable zig, I put a second adjustable zig out, again just probably 2 to 6 inch, something like that, under the surface. And to be fair, I was at the back of the peg, just having a tidy up, and it absolutely rocketed off. It's one toner, and you don't normally get them with adjustable zigs. So how it wasn't hooked properly, and then I got to the rod and there was just nothing there. Strange. So yeah, I've been up to peg 1 and had a little stoke up there because there were a lot of fish out in front of me, which is why I put 2 zigs out, and then they've drifted off up to the top. The wind change started pushing up the shallow end, so there must have been 20 fish up there. So I walked up, wound in, walked up there with one of the zigs, put it out, but no joy. Hey up, my mate's here. Beer time. So yeah, sorry about that, my mate's just landed. He's actually just nipped at Chippy, so I'm just going to fit this in whilst he's gone there. But very nice of him. He's brought me up a couple of beers to enjoy in this lovely weather. So yeah, I went up to peg 1, put an adjustable zig out there. I could put a few inches under the surface, I could see it, and a few of them were interested in it, swimming around it, circling it, but none of them were interested enough to take it. So I've come back down to my peg now. Plus I knew my mate were going to land for a little bit, for a little catch up. So yeah, so whilst he's gone for a chippy, I'm going to get my tea on as well and test out my new pan. You can see my new pan, it's not special. I've just got one of the well, it's a Ridge Monkey copy, it's the NGT one. So yeah, I've got some burgers to go on, some bacon and cheese, so I'll get them on, and then I might have a few chippy chips to go with it. Good evening, so I just thought I'd do a little update before the light starts to fade. It's 8:30, just had mate Bob up, Johnny, for a little catch up, little social, so that was nice. Went and got a chippy and had a couple of beers. So yeah, just about to sort of, well, start getting ready for the evening. I've probably got another cast in the rods yet. Decided I'm gonna put 3 different options on the rods. I'm gonna have one on the adjustable zig, don't know what depth yet, because that's done the that's done the fish today. But I am going to put another one on the bottom. I'm going to take one of the zigs off and put one on the bottom on sort of a setup that I know there's done plenty of fish up here. I'm going to do that on a little spinner with a couple of little 10mm bright orange pop-ups. I'm going to leave that rod in, if you can see it. Yeah. That rod in the margins for hopefully when the fish come back into these margins tomorrow. The weather tomorrow is not meant to be as warm as today, and a bit of rain on and off, so better fishing conditions hopefully, so that'll be good. So yeah, I'm going to get set up for the night now, get the last cast done, and then I will probably, unless I catch a fish, see you in the morning. Night. Well, good morning. I said I wouldn't see you again unless I caught something. It's 5 to 4 in the morning, and I've just caught this out the margins. About a foot off the bank. Absolute beast of a fight. Absolutely lovely. 22 pound 4 ounce mirror. Oh, there we go. I'll go through the rigs baiting position tomorrow. I'll put some stills up after this because they'll probably come out better than this footage. Got some lovely like clusters towards the back of towards its tail. Lovely. Better than a 9-pounder, innit? And it fought like a demon as well. Let's get it back. Welcome to day 2, and it turns out I've got the lake to myself. There was a guy on peg 10 when I went to sleep last night, and he's gone, so don't know when he left, so I've got the lake to myself at the minute. So yeah, a good morning, especially after that result last night. £22.4, lovely, almost a leather mirror carp. I feel like Terry Hearn sat at a bench like this. Wish I could fish like him. Although saying that, I'm not doing too bad. I'm coming for you, Terry. Anyway, so yeah. Excuse me. So yeah, real result. Off the left-hand rod, right in the margin. There's a tiny clear spot amongst a load of weed, but it's like the entrance to that bay. It's full of weed, thick, and there's like a clear spot just as they're travelling in. They sort of, there's a couple of, well, they can come in anyway, but as they're coming in, they pass this little clear spot. So I'd baited it up with chops yesterday, krill, active krill, the good old favourite from Sticky Baits. Baited it up with a few of them. A few fish have passed over it in the warm weather, and then last night I just put on krill wafter with a small bag of chops, and yeah, 4 o'clock this morning off it went. I've never fished that close before here. I've fished close to the far side, I've fished close in a few rod lengths out, but never that close, like a foot off the bank, off the reeds. And yeah, it absolutely rattled off, as you'd expect when you're fishing that close. It was touch and go at one point though. I thought it had weeded me at first in pitch black, but it hadn't. My line had got caught around a reed, so the fish had actually shot out into open water. But my line got caught around a reed and it was solid. I thought the fish was solid in weed, but I don't know if my line's cut into a reed or something. Anyway, luckily eventually it pinged off the reed and managed to land it. Really good fight as usual. Yeah, rig wise, I'd used a drop off in line with a spinner rig, slightly altered, don't judge, but I did have a shot on the hook. Seems to be a recent thing that people are doing, so I just thought I'd give it a try. I've used the same rigs for the last 2 to 3 years, 2 rigs. I've used a spinner rig on a sort of stiff boom, either with a wafter or pop-up, or a short rig inside a solid bag, and that's pretty much 95% of my fishing. The rigs that I use, so I thought I'd give this shot on the hair, shot on the hook a try. If it improves my catch rate, then and I've had a few fish on it. I don't use it on every rig, I've got it on one rig, and yeah, that's what I caught the fish on last night. Absolutely nailed, smack bang in the middle of the bottom lip, never coming off, like a good hook hold. So yeah, impressed. So yeah, it is now 6:30, is it? I've been up since 5:30. I couldn't really sleep because the just felt a bit grubby, and yeah, just with that heat yesterday, I just felt a bit grubby in my sleeping bag and not comfortable. So I got up. I'll be tired later on, but I'll be at home by then, so I can have a snooze. Yeah, and it's good to get up this time. There's plenty of fish moving. There's fish already crashing up in peg 1, but they're also crashing all around the lake. So hopefully we'll be in for some more fish. So yeah, I'll keep you updated as the day goes on and see how we get on. Right, here we are. So, after just having a discussion with the bailiff, saying I've never caught a grass carp before, I've gone and caught one. Now apparently these can beat you up a little bit on the bank, so we'll see how that goes. The rod had literally been out 2 minutes on a fresh bait, different bait. Yeah, freshly cast, 6" under the surface, and then it's gone. It's ripped. £16 of grass carp. Let's see if we can hold him up for a picture, or if he's going to decide to beat me up. There we go. he's gonna go, he's tensing a little bit, but he's held still for a little bit. There we go. Had a feeling that was gonna happen, but we held him up, so I'll get him back, get the rod back out. It's only 11:30, plenty of time for some more happy days. Maybe not. Oh, off he goes. Whew. Fish number 3. Well, how about that? Grass carp, first one ever. So I did have one out on the bottom and one on the zig, and then with the sun, the heat, they were all across the top. They seemed to be feeding on some sort of hatch. All the birds had been down as well, the swallows and stuff. So I thought I'd put a second zig out. And just before I did that, I've been chatting to Bailey, talking about my plan, and he said, oh, I only ever catch grasses on zigs. So I said, well, I've never caught a grass carp before, ever, never mind out of here. So yeah, put the second zig out about 6 inches under the surface on a couple of these ziggers, a pink and a black one, half and half, like one on top of each other. Literally cast it out, set it on the buzzer, went to the back of the swim just to look at where the fish are hiding in the shallows, and it went. And yeah, another good battle, 16-pound grass carp in the net. So yeah, funny how things happen. Funnily enough, that same thing, or very similar, happened to me the last time I fished here, or the time before that. Last time I fished, I blanked. Time before that, I came up here with my mate Johnny, fished a 24-hour, and I caught a nice scaly one. And I said, I'm sure I've had this fish before. Anyway, dealt with it, put it back, looked for my photos, it wasn't the same fish that I thought it was. And then the next morning, I caught the fish that I'd been on about the night before. I mean, the odds of that, unbelievable. I'll put the pictures up now, the 2 fish. One was in September 2022, I've been looking at them today because it just reminded me of it. September 2022, talk about catching it, and then catch that same fish again the following night, probably a month ago or something like that. Very strange. Really nice fish actually, but yeah. So, it's about 12 o'clock, we've got a good few hours left, so let's see if we can get any more. 3 fish in the bag, that's good, I'm happy. Come on the zigs. People that don't like fishing zigs, you've got to get on them. A fella came on yesterday and said, asked how it was going, whatever. I said, how are we using zigs? Oh, don't like zigs. I'll stick to fishing on bottom. Well, I've had 3 fish on them now. 1 lost. And yeah, he sat on the bottom on nothing, so. Each to your own, but give zigs a go if you've never had a go at them. Especially adjustables. I'm a convert to the adjustable zig now. So easy once you get used to it. On adjustable zigs, I've got 2 types, the Corda setup and the tracker setup. The tracker one, in my opinion, is much better. The Corda one can tangle, has more of it's more likely to tangle. I'll show you them both now, but the tracker one, in my opinion, is the better one. So the Corda zig setup, as you can see, is a zig float, and then it's got a flexible sort of braided stem, which the lead's on, it's got a little float on. That can tangle with the float and with your hook link. Yeah, I tie them up. Some people use the dissolving foam, but I don't use it, I feel like it comes off. So I tie a couple of wraps round of dissolving tape, and then I stick the hook into the tape, as you can see. And then with the tracker one, it's got this little plastic boom that your lead goes on, and then that slots into the float. Now, you wouldn't think it'd come out, but it comes out every time. I don't jam it in fully, I put it in at like an angle, as you can see, and that comes out every time. And very rarely tangles. So yeah, out of the 2, I'd go for the tracker one, but definitely give them a go. Well, good afternoon. It has certainly been a little bit quieter this afternoon. After that grass carp, I've not had a sniff. I did a little bit of stalking up in Peg 1. There were a few fish mooching about up there, but they're just sunbathing really. They're not getting moving around and getting their heads down or anything, even though they have taken the free offerings that were up there. But yeah, no luck up there, so I'll come back down to my Peg. Yeah, just fished as I have been doing, 2 zigs, and I changed and put a solid bag out actually on the back wall because there were a lot of fish over there. So, but to no avail. So I'm going to start packing up because I need to get home, get showered, get all this packed away in the house, and then get the van loaded back up again because I'm on trees tomorrow doing a tree job. So, as well as going to the shop for tea and stuff. So yeah, busy evening. So I'm going to start getting packed up, and you probably won't see me again unless I catch something. So hope you've enjoyed this video. I've certainly enjoyed making it and fishing the session. It's been a successful one, and it'll be the I've not uploaded for a while, so it'll be good to get it on there and get the channel going again. I'm going to Norton Disney in about 4 weeks time, so that will probably be my next trip and the next video, because I'll take my gear and film all that. We're going down there for 3 to 4 days. So yeah, thanks for tuning in. Hope you've enjoyed the video, and do the whole like, subscribe jazz. And yeah, see you in the next video.